What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to D's Rides. My name is D, and today we have a freaking treat for you. We are out here in the great state of Maryland. I have my man over here. We'll talk to him in a little bit, Pat. He is going to be driving the Z06 L2, if you will, and I'm going to be driving his 2017 NSX. I've never driven an NSX whatsoever, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out just to see how it rides. We have some awesome country roads out here in Maryland.
Moço, pelo amor de Deus, cara.
Spirited driving, not getting too crazy, but we want to see what these two cars has to offer. I'm gonna bring my man Pat in here real quick. Welcome, everybody.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you too, my man. So how do you like your NSX? What are some of the best features about it that you love?
So I didn't want the car until I drove it. I actually thought, well, it's an NSX. I was never into these things before. Mm-hmm. I love the Corvettes, you know, and I had the BMW i8 there for a time, but I just realized that after I did drive it, yeah, this is something that is special. It feels good. It's really designed as a driver's car. Okay. It looks good. It feels good. You know, but it's not a Corvette. You know, and I'm like, man, you know, I still like the NSX, but having a chance to get in the Corvette today, it just takes my heart. I appreciate it.
I can't wait for him to test it out. Like I said, I freaking love the car. I have not even done a review on this car yet, so Pat is gonna get to do a review or his take on it before I even do. I'll do one in maybe another few weeks. They were a little bit out of my price range when they first came out, and they were 200 plus almost or something like that.
Yeah,
and
this is a 195 sticker.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. So everybody check it out. He's gonna jump in my car. I'm gonna jump in his car. We're gonna have a good time. Let's go. So we are here in my man Pat's 2017 NSX. This car is something I've been wanting to drive for an extremely long time. I wanna thank Pat. He is up in front driving the Z06. I wanted him to have a good time. So the beautiful thing about this car is it's not like the Z06. And what I mean by that is the Z06 is very aggressive, it's very loud, it's very rambunctious, it's just like, ah, in your face. This car, it's not as rambunctious, but it's more refined, I wanna say. You got that extra motor. I'm not sure what that motor, what the electric motor up front is giving you, but you just have that instant kind of power that as soon as you get on it, you are, I'm sorry. As soon as you get on it, it's instant. The power is just at your fingertips, at your toe tips, so to speak. It is a car that is extremely nimble in the corners. Point and shoot, you are there. You can put it in manual mode, and you can, you know, roll through the gears that way if you like. I could do this forever. Like I think we're gonna do this one more time. I wanna drive it some more. I will say, looking at my Z06 from the rear view, that is an aggressive looking car. That is aggressive as Here we go. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, man. Oh my God. This is I haven't had this much fun in a while, I will say. Whew. So let's go into I want to check out how quick the dual clutch is. So I'm just gonna kind of roll a little bit so that this car is just driving way too slow. You can't be in back of a slow driver in a car like this. It doesn't work out. Everybody, if you've ever been in the market for an NSX, you are not going to be disappointed getting a car like this. Especially if you don't want that just constant roar of a Z06. And granted, you can change it into different modes to quiet it. But this car is just so freaking drivable and everyday driver car for sure. All smiles. All smiles, my man. Dude. Yeah, we can head back up. Sounds good. I'll let you go. I don't know where I am. So we're wrapping this back up. I know we're gonna do final thoughts once we get back to the park, but giving you my final thoughts on this car, I think that if you want a car that can be an everyday driver, that you can be happy with, this car isn't a hybrid for any other reason other than off-the-line performance. It's not something that you get because you want to save gas. This ain't that. This is a car that is for performance. It is a hybrid for a reason. It is performance. It's giving you that extra horsepower up front. All right, so here we go. We are back from our ride. What I want to do is I want to get Pat's take on what he thought about the Z06. So what do you think? After driving the Z06 around, what's your take on it?
So I had the great opportunity, and thank you, Justin, from Horsepower Obsessed, to drive his C8 Corvette. This is a completely different animal. The C8 Corvette feels to me like more of a boulevard cruiser. Even on the most intense setting for suspension, it feels like there's too much body roll, or it's not stiff enough.
Okay.
And so that's okay. I mean, for the base car, completely understandable.
Right, for
most
sure.
people that buy this car are going to enjoy it,
and they're not going to do
it in their New Balance. I mean, that's just how it is. But this is a different animal. Even though it feels the same on the inside, it steers better. I mean, generally, a better steering car. From the throttle response is so much better, in my opinion. The ability to be in the middle of the range in the engine because of flat plane crank and hammer it and not run out of RPMs. Totally great experience there.
Yeah.
The sound is amazing. That you can't complain about. And
No.
you know, when you got the windows down and you really can hear it bouncing off of everything,
It's ridiculous.
then you realize how strong that exhaust is mounted to this engine. This is stock
Yes.
exhaust, right?
It is completely
Okay.
stock.
So yeah, even completely stock, it's terrific. Improvements in the car, it needs an electric motor up front. That's the only thing I would say.
Yes.
See, I want to see the ZR1 or the Zora, you know, when they finally bring that car out, I have a feeling it's going to be that engine mated to that hybrid front end, and you're going to have a better car than the NSX.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's
Yes.
going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's scary.
I couldn't replace the Z06 with the NSX. I really couldn't, because they're completely different cars.
They
I can't
are.
say I'm going to go with the Z06 and drop the NSX. I think you have to have both for the days where you want to have that high performance, raw feeling, and that whine and that engine at those high RPMs.
Yep.
You're not getting that in an NSX. It's too quiet with the twin turbo. But at the same time, I want that hybrid front end because
Yeah.
I want to put it to the floor and I want to be thrown back in the seat.
I said the exact same thing when I was driving. I was like, yep, these two cars, totally different, but in a good way. One does its thing extremely well. The other does its thing extremely well as well.
Absolutely.
And so these cars are just, I mean, just having the opportunity to just experience the other's world, worth its weight in gold, in my opinion.
Absolutely, D.
Yeah. Once again, I want to thank Pat for allowing me to drive his NSX. Like I said, it's almost like an adulthood dream of mine to have driven one of those. So Pat has made that dream come true.
You're very welcome,
Thank you
D.
very much,
You're
man.
very
I appreciate
welcome.
it, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you. If you like the video, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. If you like the channel, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button so each and every time I put out a video, you'll be notified. And as always, everybody, remember, everyone deployed, and I am out.